John from JO Ventures Outdoors, and today I've got a two for Tuesday for you. And today I have two fixed blades. And these are pretty special fixed blades. I want to talk about those just a little bit. The first one is actually handmade, at least the handle part, by North Star Knife Reviews. And so I want to dedicate this episode to Ray at North Star Knife Reviews. We're trying to get him to 700 subscribers. And so go on over to North Star Knife Reviews and subscribe to him. Of course, the Two for Tuesday was started by Knife Delights. We're trying to get him to 1,000. So go subscribe to Knife Delights if you haven't already. So I want to talk about these two fixed blades. These are very interesting. And I don't have a lot of fixed blades in my collection, but these are a couple I really enjoy. Of course, I'll talk about the sheath here in just a minute, but this was made by Ray at North Star Knife Reviews. And I've got some notes over here, so I'm going to read those. The blade is actually 80 CRV2 blade from Lauren Metalli in Finland. So it's a Finland blade. This is a Puukko style knife, which is really good for bushcraft, for outdoors related tasks like cleaning game, cleaning fish, whittling, carving, that sort of thing. The blade steel holds an edge really well. It's great for bushcraft, he says, of course, very tough and decent edge retention, but the downside is corrosion. It will put a patina on it. I haven't really used this much at all, so haven't had a chance to use it much, but it is a beautiful knife. The handle is desert wood and walnut. So desert wood and walnut, and that's the handle material, and Ray made that. Isn't that beautiful? That is just gorgeous. I love the grind on that blade. And he buys these blanks, and then he carves the handles and attaches the blade to that handle. And this is just gorgeous. Tom at Knife Delights did focus on one or highlight one of his knives here recently, one of Ray's knives. So that's pretty cool. So this was a trade for a sheath that I made for him. And so I just love this. And so I made a sheath for it. And you can see there the stitching. It's dark brown with kind of a light tan thread. The stitching has turned out great on this particular knife. I'm going to probably, you can see there's a hole there already. I'm probably going to come up here and put a rivet in there, or I might come in here just a little bit farther actually. Probably going to come in right there to hold the knife into the sheath a little better. But otherwise it works really great. And I just love the way it carries, and just an awesome fixed blade. So there's one of my fixed blades. The other one I've had for a long time, and I don't know where I got it. It was in the gardening bucket, and the lighting's terrible out here, but I don't know if you can see it, but it says Anza. It says Anza USA, and I just noticed that tonight. I was trying to figure out who made this knife. And so you can see there's the sheath that came with it. And I did modify it, but here's the knife. It's got a beautiful handle. This is high carbon steel. I love the shape of that blade. And so I found the website for this company, and I'll read a little bit off of the website. Anza knives like no other is what they say. We have taken handmade knives to a completely new level of craftsmanship. View our complete selection, so they have a place where you can go and shop. They still make knives. They're high carbon steel, made in the USA, handmade in the USA, and for high carbon steel for holding the best edge. Hunting, fishing, tactical, outdoors, survival, and working man knives. So Anza knives. So that must be what this is, an Anza knife. It looks very similar to some of the photos I'm looking at on their website. You can kind of see, well, I'll just kind of show you this. There's what the website looks like. I'll probably put a link down, but Anza knives. So I think that's what that is. And so pretty cool. Had this in the gardening bucket for a while, and I rescued it, cleaned it up, and I've used it some. I think it's a really nice size. The sheath fits it very well. You can see it has 2 rivets there. It's holding up pretty nicely. It needs to be treated though. I'll probably treat that with some leather conditioner. I did add this loop. It has this one here, but I didn't like the way it carried, so it carries a little better on my belt from that. So there's my 2 for Tuesday. A Ray North Star Knife Reviews special there. Puko knife and an Anza handmade USA fixed blade. Handmade sheath that came with the knife. Sure it's handmade too. And go over to North Star Knife Reviews. Give him a subscribe. Give him a sub. Watch his videos. He's got a lot of great videos. And check out Knife Delights as well. And there's my 2 for Tuesday. Thank you for watching.